Alrighty, hi guys, it's you, Mickey39p. Yeah, I'm setting a record for the most videos I've ever uploaded in one day. The reason why is a very quick video. I'm only seeing my ute because it's a private spot I got, if you know me. Me mate and I, it's been probably a few months now, we've been discussing the idea of starting up our own little homebrew racing team. If you've probably heard me tweet about it quite a lot actually, and I've been chasing a lot of graphic designers up and got a mate doing that and all that, because the big plan, Elsie, is that we're going to take a car out in the salt flats in a couple of years' time. Probably, funnily enough, actually, a ute very much like this one, actually, because it's got the right amount of doors in it. And, yeah, so we're going to take one of these. They're pretty lightweight. And we're going to pretty much go to Bonneville in a couple of years, probably, out of the salt flats, and we're going to see how fast we can go. We've got a couple of ideas for what we're going to do with these cars. Like, you know, the current plan is we're going to find a Ford or an FPV F6 Typhoon or Tornado and take the turbocharged 4-litre Barra 270T or 240T, depending on what I can find, out of that with the corresponding 6-speed manual, the TKO transmission, not the T5 like I've got here. And yeah, see how fast we can go, and then replace that, probably put in a 302 V8 with a supercharger and everything, depending on what we decide. And yes, I don't travel with bottles of oil around normally on my bonnet. That's just to obscure a number plate. So, yes, that's the engine oil I'm about to throw in this thing when I get the chance. But anyway, so my mate, the technical director, who you probably, if you know me on Google+, that's Martin anyway, who I cannot pronounce his last name because it is too hard, so I just call him Martin for short. He knows that. He's making a similar video as well, and I'm going to let him know when I decide to upload this so he can do the same. I'll add in to post on the corner of the screen somewhere, I'll add in our team logo that he did himself. I managed to find an artist who will do the wrap design for me, who's going to do all the images I need for the bonnet and for everything, but she's a little busy. Won't get back to May, but that's okay. Bonzi Choi, if you know me, or if you know him on Google+, he's doing the wrap design, though he's pretty stressed to the max, so I'm not sure if he's gonna get time for it anytime soon. But look, we're not going anytime soon really, so look, over a year. But the idea is going to build one of these up anyway, probably one a bit older than this. This is an XG, which we want to build up an XE, which an XE has the bonnet that dips down into the grille. It dips down rather than this one where it's just sort of stops. So a little different. Just rip out the old 4.1 carbureted thing and put in a 270T, which will probably upgrade to the most we can put out. But otherwise, yeah, that's what we're planning anyway. So look, at the moment we're sort of needing a couple of sponsors too, so I'm trying to chase up through a few guys, through my work maybe, and through Corrupt and Future Media. If they decide that we're this bunch of crazy people are enough worth sponsoring, hopefully they say yes. Because we are crazy, we are insane, there's a crazy Aussie bloke in here, and there's also a crazy American in it too, all at the same time. But hey, look, it's been a bit of a dream of both of us to build a salt flats car and go all fast as we can. Yes, the speedo on mine only goes to 200 kilometers an hour, but the car that we're going to build, hopefully will do 350, 400 kilometers an hour, hopefully. So double the speedo this one's rated. And this has got the police dash in it too, which goes up to 200. But yeah, that's what we're planning on. He's going to make a video explaining his too. I'm not sure how he's going to do it. But look, you know, it's something we're going to do. We're going to go a bit crazy, build this thing. Then we'll probably go to, we're debating where to go next. Like, you know, Mighty Car Mods Nationals, or I think, or Lake Air as well. Like Lake Air in Australia, we have a bit of an event out there when the lake's dry, which it hasn't been for the last couple of years because we had a lot of rain. So it's a big salt lake, like Bonneville, but smaller. Except for that, the last couple of times it's been full of water, so there's been no racing there. But that's alright, that's a seasonal thing. So that's what we're planning on doing anyway. But look, it's going to be pretty exciting, pretty hectic. Trying to budget all this in. Like, I mean, I just went and priced the Haltech Elite 2500 ECU. We need a 2500 because it has the 8s. It has up to 8 injector outs, and yeah, about $2,900 with a wiring loom. And then I need to throw in probably $500 for the sensors that I'll need as well. So yeah, it's going to skyrocket out to be pretty darn expensive. But hey, I need it. There's no other way. Motec doesn't really do one that suits our purposes anyway, and I haven't really researched any others. But Haltech being an Australian brand, and they got a pretty good strong following, and what we can do with it. Now, obviously, I'm not a big fan of using corn or, you know, as E85 as it's known. I prefer much using 98 octane, but it seems corn gets you the most power, so we're going to have to make it flex fuel rated so we can put it through there. I know that these engines, like the engine in this one anyway, it can do it, but it's not ideal for this engine. But look, the newer Falcons are rated for E10, so it shouldn't be too hard to make it run on a E85 anyway, without blowing something up anyway. But yeah, so pretty lofty goals, trying to target probably roughly the same power that the last Falcon Sprint has, which the XR6 or the 6-cylinder version of that makes about 315 kilowatts, and that's what we're aiming for to get out of one of these as well, which is kind of crazy, but look, it'll work, it'll go fast. But yeah, also just to say a bit of a thanks to everyone that's sort of crazy enough to believe in us. I mean, you know, there's a few people so far that I'm sort of thankful for that have sort of agreed to go along with my what can only be considered a crazy plan anyway. So, of course, if you don't know, I'm the project leader of the whole deal, and Martin's my technical director. He's the one who does everything. And I sort of left Bonzi in charge of the graphic design. But, you know, look, I don't need it straight away, so I'm not too worried that he hasn't really started yet, because he sounds like he's awfully busy. Sounds like bloody Hades is happening to him, so I don't know. And, who else? Mimi N on Twitter. She's the one that's doing our she's doing all of our artwork design. So she's got a pretty good style. You would have seen some. I particularly like her sort of black Miku Bride sort of look, and I have posted that a few times. You would have seen it on Twitter. And yeah, look, I've posted that a few times. She's doing that. Commissioned her to do that, and she seems super excited for it. I mean, she goes, "I've never done a canvas this big. I've never done one that's 700 DPI." And she says, "This is going to be insane." She's 70% excited, 30% nervous. And I said, "Look, do a good job. Follow Saitom's original design without going too crazy, and you'll be right. I'm pretty sure we'll all love it." So, but yeah, so she's worth a follow, worth a chat, but she's going to be away for a few weeks, so that's alright. I just got to wait for the rough sketches to come back, which I'll show you guys when I get the rough sketches out, what the design's looking like. Because obviously with a Falcon, it's a bit harder, because obviously unlike a sports car that has like sort of a tall body, this is very squat and very narrow, because obviously the load bed on the back, so we're a bit restricted to what we could do with it. So, but it'll be this car just with the different style front on it, but it'll be this same body shape and everything. But yeah, so it's going to look pretty epic, but look, it's going to cost us a lot in parts and a lot of time, but these things go fast, because when you got no bodywork behind here, just the body shell, these weigh in about 1,500 kilos, so you throw a heap of power at them. And of course I'm going to have to replace the live rear axle. You can see under there, there's my live rear axle under there. Yes, it needs a bit of a fix that, it's got a bit of a leak. But yeah, so this is going to have to get replaced. I think we're going to probably maybe investigate putting a Watts linkage rear end, which you find in the later Falcons. They've got a Watts linkage, which definitely helps with the traction. And definitely much wider tyres, and definitely much taller tyres. But look, this one's on lowered. This one's actually on lowering blocks too. There's plenty of room up in here, so we can definitely go up a couple of sizes. This has got 16s on it. You see, you could probably put 17s or 18s on it. And clearance-wise, they're a bit tight, but I'm pretty sure we can make it work anyway.